it's Jewlz, the budget nerd, Julianne Colbrand here, and I'm excited. Thank you for joining me today. This is a budget with me body doubling session. If you struggle with ADHD and budgeting, I am here for you. So, my quick little bit about me. I have a degree in economics. I accumulated over $107,000 in consumer debt and then eliminated all of that debt. And then within the last 6 months or so was diagnosed with ADHD. How much of a struggle it is to manage your money and trying to manage the symptoms of ADHD. So I'm here to support you. I have a whole community of people that's mostly parents that are just like trying to do all of the things. I love to create videos like this to just help and encourage you in your finances, in your money. I want to help bring some value to your life and also help you figure out some better tools to manage your ADHD as well as your money. So today I want to talk a little bit about my favorite app that I use, and it has been really helpful for our family to eliminate that $107,000 of debt like that I was talking about. It's the EveryDollar app. And so I just want to share a little bit with you about what I love about it. I've created a little sample budget, and these are just kind of some random numbers that I pulled from the internet. This is just some numbers that I pulled just so that you can see how this whole process works. But I am going to create a budget for this next month. So I'm going to copy last month's budget because that's a great place to start. And right here, so it's a zero-based budget app. And I love zero-based budgets because you're telling your money where to go at the beginning of the month or the month previous. And then, so you can plan it out. So, in this example, there's some paychecks in here, and then there's some selling on Facebook Marketplace or, maybe you do garage sales, that kind of stuff to eliminate some of the extra things in your house and, put that money back into your income. So, that's something that our family did. If you want some more info on that, I have a Debt Rebel starter kit available on my website, and that's jewlsthebudgetnerd.com/starter kit. I'll link that in the video. But there's some really interesting ways to help increase your income and maximize the income that you have. But going back to this app, I love it because it just lists out the things that are important to allocate for when it comes to your monthly spending and making sure you don't miss bills that need to get paid. And the cool thing here, if you see here, it says planned and then remaining. You can actually switch these, and so you can see how much you've spent. So if you get towards the end of the month and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't paid my electric bill, you can double check that here. And so it's really nice because it helps, keep you accountable and make sure that your bills are paid. So I like to automate automate the important. So the important bills, like making sure our mortgage is paid, keep a roof over our head, the survival mode things that I talk about in my coaching. I like to make sure those things are automated. And then some of these other things that are a little bit more, variable, like gas. We kind of have a budget every single month for gas. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less based on our activities we have planned for the month. So I love this though, because it really does put things into priority. And then stuff like this, one month we're going to do Hulu and the next month we're going to do Netflix. I leave both of them on there. So I know, okay, next month I plan on doing Netflix, but last month I did Hulu and we just paused the other one because there's a show we like to watch. So we don't subscribe to all the things because that helps us keep our spending down. And just also, I'm not saying a lot of some coaches are like, hey, you need to go to all the extreme and get rid of all these things and do all this bare bones stuff. That's not what I teach. I feel like life is meant to be enjoyed and that we should have some joy in life, but let's kind of, as my dad would say, keep it between the lines. So, and that's what a budget is a spending plan that helps you keep it between the lines. So if you have a pet, making sure that we just took our dog to the vet this morning and making sure that he is well and going to be a part of our family for as long as possible. So we made sure we did his wellness exam. So if this was my budget, then that would be in there for this current month. Just going through all the important things. You'll notice that debt is the last one down here. So if you're not familiar, I do have a podcast called the Debt Rebel Podcast, and I talk a lot about this kind of stuff, how to budget wisely and budget so that it matches what matters to you. And one of the things that our family found was debt was like driving with the emergency brake on. And if you've accidentally left the emergency brake on in my car the other day and I was trying to back, I was like, what is going on? So it's like trying to save money and pay off debt at the same time. So that's one of the things that I teach inside the Alliance coaching program too, is just how to do that and have success with our money. So anyway, this is the EveryDollar app. There's a free version, which this is the version that I'm using right now. You can pay for the premium one and connect your bank account, and so that all those transactions you would just put them in like the little thing. So like this one is for last month's budget. Let me go back to September, which is the month we're currently in. So I would go into entertainment. So I'd go down here to the entertainment spot and spent $64. So, oops. Oh my gosh. So that would go there. And then now you'll see that there's nothing left in that because we spent it. Or you can change it and you can see, okay, I've spent that or I have this much left. But if you prefer, that is a paid version. If you connect your bank account, totally up to you. You can download your transactions from your bank and then upload them here and still it's just a one little extra step, but it will help you stay on track and make sure all of your bills are paid on time. Because yay, paying your bills on time is amazing because you're avoiding fees. So you're not going to have to spend a whole bunch of extra money paying off making payments on things that we don't need to. So that's just a quick little EveryDollar walkthrough. That's what our family uses. But now I'm just gonna jump into our work time. So I'm gonna be on here. I'm gonna be on the video working on my budget, and you can work on yours. Whether that is if you're gonna try out that EveryDollar app, or maybe you have pen and paper. Maybe you're very like brand new to this, and you're just going to log into your bank's online billing an online banking account and see what your numbers are. That's a great first step. And so today is about making progress. It's not about perfection. So don't feel like you need to start and finish your entire budget in our time together today. It's about getting started. If you want to do it in 15-minute increments and I talk too much and you just need to pause, then pause. But I'm going to check in with you every few minutes and just kind of see how things are going. But now is the time for us to just focus on the task at hand. And I'm right here working alongside you. Right. If you need to take a little break, maybe snag a sip of water, stretch a little bit, spend a few minutes. So take a little break if you need to, and then get back to it. All right. How you guys doing? Hopefully it's going well for you. Hopefully you've been able to get some clarity and see some things that maybe you can make some adjustments on, or maybe you realize you're doing a lot better than you realize. That was something that happened to me when we started to look at some things. I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize we don't actually spend that much money in a certain category. And so I can take that and spend that in another category." So sometimes just looking at what's happening is going to be encouraging. And then if you find that it's not, then let's make some adjustments. And remember that no budget is going to be perfect, especially as you get started. But you know what? There's still been moments where I didn't make a budget, but having these systems set up made it so that my family didn't go back into debt. So that's what I highly encourage you to do is to just keep plugging along and one month at a time, adjusting your spending and your saving and your debt elimination so that you can get to that destination that you want to be at. So, all right, just a few more minutes and then I have a special invite for you and then we'll sign off. All right. Well, let's wrap it up for today. I hope that you got started on an amazing spending plan that aligns with what matters to you and your family. If you want some more help in that area, that is what I'm super passionate about and I love teaching and especially learning or sharing all that I have learned in the last 25 years of studying personal finance, but also through my own struggles because uh, this world it says that like we need to use credit cards to get ahead and I consider myself a debt rebel because of that. And so I love to share that with other people. So if that's something that you're interested in and you're like, Jewlz, I need some help with my money, I do have a free webinar called 15 Minutes to Money Clarity. And I'll drop that link in the description for this video too. But it's just going to help. It's going to give you 15 minutes. So it's actually shorter than the time that we spent together today and it's going to help you if you are living paycheck to paycheck and you're just done with it and you are ready to feel more confident with your money. So, in just that 15-minute time, I'm going to give you a simple action plan so that you can actually stick with a budget and it's free. Like I said, I'll put that link in the description and you can check it out. I'd love to see you inside and I hope that it is of today was of help for you and a just gift for your future self to say, hey, I know how I'm going to spend my money this next month and I'm ready for it. If this video was helpful for you today and budgeting alongside me was helpful, if you would hit that like button, I'd be just honored. And if you want to learn even more practical money tips, and if when I do more of these body doubling sessions in the future, if you subscribe, then you'll get alerted to when those videos drop. And don't forget, the podcast is also a great resource to help you on the go. And that's available at debtrebelpodcast.com. All right. Talk to you later.